A warm welcome to all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha Sharda, would like to thank all of you for watching our videos, writing in your comments and your suggestions. Today, we are going to continue on the series of Panch Mahapurush Yoga. One of the yogas which is formed in the Panch Mahapurush Yoga is the Ruchik Yoga. The Ruchik Yoga is formed by Mars as a part of the Panch Mahapurush Yoga. Now, how does this happen? When Mars occupies a Kendra position and simultaneously is in its own house or is in the house of its exaltation, then it forms the Panch Mahapurusha Yoga. What are the qualities? Mars signifies energy. So this a person who's has the Panch Mahapurusha Yoga of Ruchak Yoga would have a very energetic and lively wire kind of a personality. Such a person would also be very valorous, courageous, would be a very logical thinker, would not shy away from doing courageous deeds, would be a very strategic person because Mars gives logic. So if the person is working, if the Mars for him is aspected by benefics and is not working on a lower octave or rather is working on a high octave, then for this person it would be giving him the ability to think strategically like a general. Mars also gives a lot of sexual energy. So, especially in the case of men, or rather for both the cases, you see that such a person would also be a very virile kind of a person. However, if this Mars is aspected by malefics and and is working on a lower octave, then this can make him the leader of a band of thieves. Also, can give him the reason, the position to do hideous acts as far as sexual assault, etc., is concerned. Now, this yoga cannot be made first and foremost by the dual signs because, in such cases, though Mars can occupy its own house, but it would not, or the sign of exaltation, but it would not be in a Kendra from those houses. But it would not be in a Kendra from the Lagna. So, for the dual Lagnas, Ruchuka Panch Mahapurush Yog is cancelled out. Now, for what would the results be when it is made for the Lagna, say Mars's Lagnas, first and foremost, when it is made by the Aries Lagna? In such a case, the person is very aggressive. The person is a person who can border on being reckless because Aries is a fire sign, Mars is a fiery planet, and sitting in its own house and forming the Ruchik Mahapurush Yoga, it can give extreme amount of heat or courage to the person, and such a person can actually be foolhardy at times. But there will also be a lot of inherent tension because Mars is also the eighth lord. Though they say that the Lagna Lord is not afflicted by the eighth Lord properties, but as an eighth Lord, it would definitely be giving out the results of the eighth house also. So there is an inherent worrying kind of a nature in that person. This can be resolved very easily by taking in deep breaths, by doing a little bit of meditation and self contemplation, because as Aries is not the sign of self contemplation, it is more of doing work. So this person needs to tap in that energy of the eighth house also to be progressive in the career and in all parts of life. Again, when we are talking about the Panch Mahapurush Yoga of Ruchik Yoga being formed from Scorpio Lagna, in such a case, this person would be very thoughtful about whatever he does. Though it's in its own house and it is also the Lord of the sixth house, so it is prone to be a very competitive kind of a person. This person also would be thinking twice before saying anything and can be interested in a lot of sports, especially competitive sports or rugged sports, because this is energy, sixth house is competition, and rugged sports could actually get the person to interested in those areas. When it happens For the Vrichik, for the Taurus Lagna, it becomes the lord of the seventh house and also the lord of the 12th house. When it is posited in the seventh house, forming this yoga, it also aspects the Lagna and the second house. So it could generate a lot of wealth for the person from foreign countries and could also make the person a good doctor, and also would give the person a lot of name and fame, probably in the foreign shores. And because this person would have very strong set of values also, this person could be a selfless person who would do things for others without much attaching much importance to the self, where he would not want to probably use it to his benefit. Then, when it comes to the lagnas of Cancer and Leo, this is a very good combination because for the lagnas of Cancer and Leo, the Yoga Karaka is forming a Panch Mahapurush Yoga, which will definitely increase the value of the houses that it is in, the house that it is in, the houses that it reflects, and for the lagna also. When we come to the Scorpio, the Libra Lagna, for the Libra Lagna, it is the lord of the second house and also the lord of the seventh house. Again, it also aspects its own house. If it is posited in its house of Aries, it would also be aspecting the Scorpio sign. And as a result, would be making a very beautiful yoga, because sitting in one house, taking care of the other, you have a platform to work on. At the same time, your moral values, your ethics, your upbringing would say a lot for who you are as a person, and your education too. So this gives you a great space as well as makes you a very morally upright person. When we come to the Capricorn sign, for the Capricorn Lagna, when this is a very beautiful combination once again, because it's the lord of the fourth house and the 11th house, and placed in the Lagna, it is exalted in the Lagna, and it also aspects the fourth house. So it definitely gives you an ability to connect with the masses with your logical thought process, and it gives you an ability to earn a lot from the real estate, and you will have multiple sources of earning. All your thought process of money and your energy most probably will go into an area where you would want security, because the fourth house also represents security, and 11th house represents masses, your earning, your fixed income, and it also represents your spouse and child. So all these things you could also be uh, putting in your energy in these places. For the Aquarius Lagna, when uh, it moves, when Mars is posited in the sign of Scorpio, here in that Scorpio sign, it is definitely going to be in its own house and in the 10th house, and there it becomes Digbali. When this planet becomes Digbali, you're putting in a lot of energy. Again, it's a fixed sign, so you are very dedicated, very focused for your own work, for the work that you do for yourself, or the courageous decisions that you would take would be much influenced, but will be tempered with logic and a very strong sense of reasoning and a foresight. So for this Lagna also, it is a very good placement to be. So let us, having covered this, let us see a few charts which will signify this happening. In Akshay Kumar's chart, we see that it is in the Scorpio sign, and in he's a very big actor and in Indian actor, and has made his name worldwide. One very beautiful thing about him is that he's very conscious of his health. He's a fitness freak, and he has, even at the age of 50, he's able to do stunts all by himself that most people half his age would not probably be able to do. And he is also one of those people who has supported paraglacic Olympiads and has also been an ambassador for a number of sports in India. Again, Mars for him is sitting right there in his Lagna, in Scorpio Lagna. As I said earlier, it is the Lord of the sixth house also. Aspects the eighth house. There has been many a transformation in his life, but he has handled it very smoothly and has now come to a very stellar position in life. Ramana Maharshi is a name to reckon with. His transformational meditation and his value systems that he's inculcated in us is a thing that all of us love to listen to. And we see that Mars sitting in the seventh house also aspects the second house. It's a platform that he acquired was on the basis of all his knowledge and his sense of value and worth. When we talk about Salman Rushdie, again, it's the Mars present in. So we can see the difference, we can see the subtle difference of Mars in a case of Akshay Kumar, or for that matter, Ramana Rishi and even Salman Rushdie. Here, I'd like to take a moment and I'd like to tell you that you have to take into account the houses it owns, the place it's posited. But if you take the nakshatras also into account, you would get a lot of information that would probably not be that available on the first glance. So, when we're talking about Akshay Kumar, we see that for him, the nakshatra is Anuradha nakshatra. It's a nakshatra which is very quiet, which is very low keyed, and has the ability to connect people ways in ways which are uh, diverse, getting them on a board and being very affable to all. And he has a very simple style of working, but very effective one. When we move to Ramana Maharishi's case, we see that his nakshatra is Bharani. Bharani tells us a lot about life and death, and rather the secrets of life and death here had were opened up to him, and that is what he taught. Because Mars is also aspecting the second house, by his meditation system, he was trying to teach us how to find our own selves and how to live a life that would give us a better ending. When we're talking about Salman Rushdie's case, in Salman Rushdie's case, it's a Kritika Nakshatra that we see happening. Kritika Nakshatra is more about leading from the front, and it's also a fiery based nakshatra. So much of fire in him that he did not think twice about writing uh, things in his book that were not just controversial, but it resulted in a fatwa against him, and yet he sustained it all, moved forward, and the more he received from outside, the more inner he went. That is the eighth house of inner contemplation. And we can see so it's so beautifully happening because of his nakshatra. It brings a lot of things into picture and clarity. Finally, when we're talking about this example is a case of a person I know very well, known him for a number of years. And we see that this is made when Mars is exalted in the Lagna, and it is aspecting his fourth house. Coming from a humble background, he's risen to position by strength, and he has done a great work on his own self. Also, we see this nakshatra is in Uttarashada nakshatra. Mars is in Uttarashada nakshatra. This person has been very, very true to his form, has always stood up for his principles, and has always managed to get his point across. He is also dealing in real estate, but because he has been able to get his point across very, very nicely, very crisply, he has made inroads into a number of things in life. Finally, I'd like to share mm, uh, the one point where where this principle does not work, or a disqualification for this yoga. The disqualification for this yoga, as I've already mentioned in my Ruchika Yoga also and Sahas Yoga, Sasaha Yoga, is that when this yoga, Ruchik Yoga, is being formed, if it is formed on a Rahu Ketu axis, or for that matter, it is combust due to the presence of sun, then this yoga does not give very good results. And to support that, let us take the example of Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde, as we all know, was one of the very famous poets and writers of Britain. And it was seen from his chart that this yoga is made in the fourth house, which connects him to the masses, and it also gives him love and support of the masses. However, fourth house is also the motherland. And because of certain activities of his, which you can read on the internet, he was asked to let go of his country. He had, and it's also moving into his 10th house. If you see, it's also aspecting his 10th house and 11th house. As a result, it should give him a lot of wealth. However, he was asked to leave his country and he died in penury. So this is because here we see Rahu and Ketu, Mars being on the Rahu Ketu axis. So it's not given a very good result for him, at least when he was alive. Though we still remember Oscar Wilde for his books, for his poems. So we can see the very strong Ruchika yoga working in every chart, and we can understand that the placement of the planet in the house, in the sign, and also the nakshatras play a very important role in making us understand how it functions, and when it would function would be subject to transit, and also dasha, antardasha, pratyantardasha. But if it's on the lagna, that's an inherent quality you have that you can tap out anytime that you want to. Till we meet you again, stay safe.